Well, going to show Machshava on the daf. We're holding him in Menachos daf lamed. The Gemara quotes a same Gemara we have in Boabasha daf Tisvav, and here's the shear from there. The Gemara in Amdala brings a discussion regarding the Shmoyne Psukim Shbator, the last 8 Psukim in the Torah. Who wrote it? Because it says over there, Vayamos Shom Moshe. How can Moshe Rabbeinu write Vayamos Shom Moshe when he's still alive? Isn't that a lie? It's a Dvar Sheker, as the Mepharshim explain. So Rabbi Yehuda answers that Moshe Rabbeinu did not write it, Yeshua wrote it. Rabbi Nechemia disagrees because it can't be that we don't have a full Sefer Torah by Moshe Rabbeinu. So therefore says Rabbi Nechemia, Ad kana Kadosh Baruch Hu oimer u'Moshe oimer v'koisev. Kadosh Baruch Hu says, Moshe repeats it and writes. Mikan ve'heilach Kadosh Baruch Hu oimer u'Moshe koisev bedema. From here on, Kadosh Baruch Hu says, and Moshe writes it bedema, poshe pshat, with tears. Seemingly the same Moshe Rabbeinu was crying while he was writing these words. And the obvious question that all the Mepharshim are bothered by, how do we answer the question? The Gemara says that Moshe Rabbeinu cannot write the words Vayom Moshe because it seems a lie. He's still alive. So why, if he's writing with tears, then it's okay? So there's several answers on Mahalchim here in the Sugya. We'll mention some of them. The first one is what the Maharsha already writes over here, and that's how Rabbi Yom Mizrahi writes in Chumash. That when it says that Moshe Rabbeinu is writing Bedema, means that Moshe Rabbeinu wrote the words of the Torah with tears. Instead of using ink, he used tears. The Maharsha compares it to what we saw in Maseches Gittin of writing with saliva, with roik. Meaning it's not a real ksav, it's not a real ksiva. Ksiva needs to be with ink. And this is Eino Yisrael. And that's why it's loy michze keshikre klal, that's what the Maharsha says. The Maharal in the Gurarya in Chumash brings the pshat, the name of Rabbi Mizrahi, and he asks several questions on it. One question is, but the Gemara just said you need to have a full Sefer Torah. So if Moshe Rabbeinu is writing the last 8 psukim with Dema, with tears, so once again, you don't have a full Sefer Torah. So how do we solve the problem the Gemara mentioned? So it says the Maharal, both there in the Gurarya and also here in the Chedushi Haggados, says the Maharal, Moshe Rabbeinu was writing while he was crying. And why that solves the problem? Says the Maharal, a big Yisrael that he brings in a few other places, that crying is a form of death. Crying is when a person loses some of his livelihood. He's not alive so much. He's crying at this moment. It's taking away the koyach of the guf. It's part of Misa. The Rebbe Moshe Zatzal used to famously say in the Shurim and Tisha B'Av, the Lashon Bechia is Lashon Nevuchim Hem Ba'aretz. Bechia is when a person is confused, he lost his way. He doesn't know what to do with himself. That means a person who's not fully alive. So it says the Gemara, Moshe Rabbeinu wrote these words when he was crying. So he wasn't fully alive. So that's why it's not a sheker to say Vayom Moshe, there was a little bit of a misa over here. A third and beautiful pshat that's brought down in many of the Mefarshim. And what's so special about this pshat, that it's brought down fully, both in the name of the Baal Shem Tov and the name of the Vilna Gaon. They're both saying the same mahalach, built in the same concept. The Baal Shem Tov is brought down on the Baal Shem Tov al-Torah in Parashat V'Zoyis HaBracha, and the Vilna Gaon is brought down in a few places. One of them is in the Sefer Divrei Eliyahu, also in Parashat V'Zoyis HaBracha. And they both start with the following question. We know that Torah was written 2,000 years before the world was created. How can it be that the Torah writes there all the stories that happen, including all the sins, all the chatoim, that each person did, including Adam Harishon and Am Yisrael in the Midbar, before it happened? If it's already written, so mamash, a person has no bchira, has no free will. How can it be that the Torah has all that before the Torah came to the world? So he explains the Baal Shem Tov and the Gra, that the pshat is that the Torah is the letters of the Torah. There's different ways to combine the letters. The Torah in Shemayim is letters of the Torah, but it doesn't appear in the words that we see today. This connects with what the Ramban says, beginning of Chumash, the Kol Torah Shmois of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The letters of the Torah, if you rearrange them, they're all names of Hashem. But when they come down to the world, they appear in a way that we understand them, the way we can connect them, the way it looks in our Torah today. So say the Baal Shem Tov and the Gra, before the Torah came to the world, there was a bunch of letters, but it was not combined together to words. And depends on what people will do down the world, that's how the letters will be combined. That's how the scramble of letters will turn into words. Depends on what happens over here, depends on the Bechira of Bnei Adam. So Yimele, that's the Pshat here by Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu, the last 8 psukim of the Torah, were written in letters only without separating the words. And that's what it means, Moshe Kosev Bedema. Dema is Loshen Dimua, mixture. When you have Truma that mixes with Chulin, it's called Dimua. It mixes together. You have all the letters mixed together, meaning with no order of words. So Moshe Rabbeinu wrote the letters, because Baruch Hu told him, write these and these letters. But he did not know how to separate them into words yet. He did not know what's the order and what are these words are saying. Only once Moshe Rabbeinu died, then came Yeshua and showed us how to read these letters that were put down in the Torah. And Yimele comes out there, Yehuda and Nechemia are not really arguing. They both are saying the same shot. Yeshua is the one who wrote for us the last 8 psukim, but Moshe Rabbeinu wrote it first, but only letters. B'dimua, mixture of letters. And according to this, is very gishmak v'loshon HaGemara. The Adkan, until here, HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, and Moshe Rabbeinu said and wrote. From here on, HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, and Moshe just wrote B'dema. Why didn't he say? Why didn't he repeat? According to this pshat, it's very gewaldic. Because he couldn't say it, because it's only letters. You can't verbalize letters. So he just wrote it without saying it. A nifaldik pshat by Gedoy Lehadoyers. Anyone who wants to join the Shomach Shava email list to article, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.